we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Council. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside the railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Didn't know she was 40. Okay, we don't have a lot of information to go off of, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we have right now.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Help me out.
We need to follow up this lead from the pawnbroker, Phelps.
Another body, and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Can you drive to this one?
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Each group of our population has its own...
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. I'm gonna get something for this pledge. Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner. You know the way. You can drive. We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Blair County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. Just don't like it. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. So what next?
Reporting officer, then the coroner. Carruthers has a body he has to inspect. He'll wait a couple of minutes.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
The smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Blood splatter on the carriage.
She must have been struck while standing up.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks. Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
The 40s. We'll check the bar first.
You can drive.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living around. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No. I was at home. Writing.
Can anyone corroborate that?
Good choice of word. Am I a suspect?
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
You're free to speak to the regulars. Just don't shake them too hard.
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper. Looks like trying to enjoy a quiet drink is against the goddamn law now, huh?
If you don't mind, I'm trying to grasp a very elusive thought.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
Yeah, definitely missed a very important detail, which is never good. It's never a good sign.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rollins Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Alright, that's 2 now. Alright, so... got 2 locations. I would like to go back to the bar because it's obvious that, yeah, McCaffrey either knows something or is responsible. And we can just hit him with that book question, so that's fine. And then let's check locations. Let's go to the bowling alley first before we do anything else.
You can drive.
Car 11K, come in. Car 11K,
That was random. I wonder what that could mean.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
Evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same. But the notes, the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Huh.
Teresa Tarleton didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know, Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, fellas. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Wait, I can't go back to the bar, even though I had, Oh, that's...
Got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
You lousy bastard. Well, you don't see that.
It's obviously
Operator,
McCaffrey's
message for
friend
KGPL.
suspect. Unless that assistant's friend. Or the friend of Jameson.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Alright, so the bowling alley, then McCaffrey's apartment.
Can you drive to this one?
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the Slammer ever found out.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find you, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am.
All right.
Let's go get him. Tiernan! LAPD!
Oh, God. Not a car chase.
There!
Dude, leave the cars open now.
What are you waiting for? Get after him! We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer! Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road! Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to land it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Did he just... what?
Hit him, Cole! Spin him out!
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. Oh my God, this kid's crazy. He's gonna kill us. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
These car chases.
Don't catch that train, Phelps. That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Still hate the car chases in this game. And now we can go investigate the apartment. Ugh, that was annoying. Alright, next stop.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And it's a two-seater.
McCaffrey's in apartment 6.
so it's back here. Oh wow, I'll be damned. It's the literal weapon.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Probably should have knocked out the Central Police Station first, but probably wouldn't have allowed us to.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Oh.
Hangover McCaffrey?
That's
Sit down
funny.
and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
Be careful. He looks dangerous.
Give it up, LAPD.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
He gave him that extra punch. Well, this is going smoothly. I'm already halfway on
We need
those
to get
cases.
downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. So what's that Dahlia fuck?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
They have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Uh-huh. Okay, so this is going to be another one of those situations.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan is in one, McCaffrey is in two. I want the confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Door knocking all morning, but I gotta make in the car in the end.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Should have started with the accused. It was the bowling ball pin. Okay, that's fine.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute. But, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night. And she had no business to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You've been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was it!
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Okay. So, he didn't have a reason to, but instead he just kicked her out. So it's likely that he did not. But McCaffrey had the reason to, or we all, so far as we know. And so so what we need to find out now is motive for McCaffrey.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around. I had very little to do with her.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush, and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Ah. Very good. That's one to you, Detective.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're gonna need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. Your funeral.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he...
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, Detective. The party has good lawyers.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Well, this is definitely something.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for your help.
So then we talked to Tiernan about that, and then we talked to McCaffrey about criminal record, which means that McCaffrey most likely did it and is lying. Talk about interesting interception.
You spoke to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn, and that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, Detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
Door
Wait here.
all morning, but I got to make in the car in the end.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my saddle.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
We got him.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore!
Well then.
She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch.
Damn.
What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is
Yeah.
a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Nailed it. Kick ass. That was awesome. That went very well.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Now we rally with the first, then try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Huh. Sounds like a petty asshole.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The Examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
No one else but the killer knew about this message. To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night. Another snippet from the Shelley poem.
If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrell.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller...
Hang on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers would be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want?
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. That's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain? Thanks, Red.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Okay.
You're behind the wheel.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We've got to get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not going to take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use that as a thing.
There is a cave all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short. Betty Short. Black Dog.
How did he get the social security number is actually a really good fucking question. How did he do that? That doesn't make
Elizabeth
sense.
Short's social security card. Jesus Christ. That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley. Can you work it out? You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
Fountain in the public square. Alright, green leaves. Social security card. Now, let's look at the second excerpt. There's a cave all overgrown with trailing odorous plants, which curtain out the day with leaves and flowers and wait a minute. And a fountain leaps in the mist with an looking sound from its curved roof of the mountains, frozen tears like snow or silver hang downward like a canopy or a museum. Plant life. So we will probably have to see if there's a place that has that. Not necessarily a forest, like a botanical garden. If there is a botanical garden, let's see if we can find one. The Great Wall of Babylon set was built 3,000 extras beneath giant plaster elephants. That's possible. Most remarkable for its interior, a skylit Victorian court with cage elevators, marble staircases, ornate ironwork railings. No. Union Station Zion part, $11 million, marble waiting room, outdoor garden patios. Huh. Close second. A monument marks the spot where the city of Los Angeles was founded. A site was chosen. No. What's this? Hollow records. Distinctive twin, with a dome, skylight, 50 feet, glass wood to pick the mountain, a cave overgrown with plants and wildflowers, and a waterfall chandelier. We got it. Right here. Yep. Did I set that as a location? That was a Hollow Records? Hell yeah. Alright. So. Oh, the car is this way. Oh, this is getting interesting. That was close though. A botanical garden wouldn't exist in the 40s.
You know the way. You can drive.
Plus, we would have had to go there anyway because of the fact that Social Security card.
Him. It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citations. What a day to be a cop. Pencil pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
Let's see what we can find here. Yep. We're definitely in the right place.
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh, where are we going? I guess, Oh, the ladder's right here. I'm blind. Jesus Christ.
I'm going out there, Rusty.
Better you than me. Be careful. Could be a trap.
This is weird. Huh. Well, you know. Our next clue. And a watch, no less.
Deirdre Muller's missing watch.
Oh, wow. We're really onto something there. From the temples high.
Temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and poesy.
That's probably the movie.
Where have I seen that?
From the mermaid. Oh! I know where to go next. Ah, shit.
Jesus Christ, Cole, get off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it.
Swing it! Come on, come on!
It's gonna go any second. Swing that goddamn thing and jump for it.
How do you get this thing to swing? It's literally gonna fall because I can't figure out how to swing this damn thing. That was my fault, so now I gotta try to swing from the chandelier again. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. I don't know how to swing this shit, but that was supposed to be going the other way, so. Now I know that, so.
Jesus Christ, Cole, get off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it.
Swing it! Come on, come on!
It's gonna go any second.
And we broke the chandelier. That's wonderful.
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
And they just leave?
Another Dahlia clue?
No. I a yellow gold wristwatch.
From Molder Day.
Yes, and a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out.
Alright, let's take a look at this third excerpt because I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it's going to be. Alright, so we have third excerpt. No, not that, but no, we got that right. And the thing is, these both tie in together, it seems. Yellow gold watch, third excerpt. From the temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculpture and posy, from the murmurings of the unsealed springs where science bedews its data wings. Which means, I know exactly where we're going. I looked at the map earlier, so I know where it's at. Not here. Not here either. Nope. Futurist writings. Cage elevators, marble staircases. Boom. Huh. It doesn't appear on the map. So I might be wrong. High temple like. Oh, perfect. Actually, that's definitely it. Yep. Huh. Crazy how that works.
You can drive. He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. We got you now, genius. We're coming for you. I'm pulling rank here, Cole. I'm not hauling myself up there. Go get him, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old-timer.
Alright, so clearly there's nothing up here. So I guess I have to go inside. Yeah, we have to go inside. I guess I just wanted to see. But since there's obviously nothing here, we have to go back down. Huh, barehanded too. No, what the? I swear these physics, man. Alright. Let's go inside the actual library. If there's a door of some kind. Huh. There is no door. Okay. So I guess I was actually right to go up there. It's weird. No, okay, Then, well, gotta go up there anyway. I'm gonna go up there again and see if I can find anything. It's, oh. I had to climb that way anyway, so never mind. Well, this is the wrong way to climb the library tower, so... Why isn't it letting me climb? Oh, I see. No, it's just not letting me climb anywhere. But I'm obviously here. I need to get up there. So what's happening here? Oh. I really had to get everything started. I swear to God, this game. Alright. Nothing over here. Let's go further out. So that's where we're going next. Oh my God, this guy's balance is terrible. Just get off the wood plank. Alright. Climb up another pipe. Yeah, I can do all this. Oh my God. Let's get it right this time, because I don't want to walk all the way back. I had to say something. Ugh. Wonderful. Yep.
I'm pulling rank here, Cole. I'm not hauling myself up there. Go get it, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old-timer.
Oh my God, dude, come on. This climbing is stupid. Curse you, Rockstar, for making me do this more than once. Which also means I'm gonna have to take my time with it.
Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction.
Is that a brooch?
Our Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from Antonia's necklace.
And there's another clue. Yep.
Round which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. So this is a treasure hunt.
I was about to say, they want me to climb all the way back down there now.
What is it this time?
Religious metal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Molar, Maldonado. When this gets out...
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
Another poem. Well, you must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down.
I wonder if there's going to be as many notes as many women in the cases that we've had. But let's take a look. Alright, so we have the fourth excerpt, Antonia's medallion. Around which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. The wrecks beside of many a city vast whose population which the earth grew. So it's either Babylon or catacombs. Alright, so let's take a look. Death laughed, right? The Great Wall of Babylon. 2,000 extras, be 8 giant plaster elephants. Nope, it is not that one. Okay. So we need to look at other clues. Or look at where it could be. The Bradbury building. Ironwork railings, court with cage elevators. It's unlikely. Angel's Flight. Incline Railway, Iron Tower, shows railway operating goods. They do a cellar took to walk up the track, was crushed by one of the cars. Nope, not that one either. That is very odd. Alright. It's not the Hall of Records, obviously. Mark's spot where the first shows missionary. Nope, so it might be just the only one. Grand Town Marble Waiting Room, last of the Great War stations. Where could it be? No. Okay. So, that's very odd. It's not here. It's only one other place. No. Alright, so it's not the Bradbury building. It's not Angel's Flight. That's what you'd think it would be. Yeah, it's actually really weird that it's not Angel's Flight, because if you're listening to the poem, it's kind of interesting how it's not that. It's not the Hall of Records again. Let me see real quick. No, okay. That's weird. And it's not Union Station. Nope. There's no indicator. I wonder what that means. Just can't. It's none of them. And it's not the intolerance set, because I wondered if that was the first thing I picked. It's not that either. So let's take a look at it again. Round which death laughed, emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. The wrecks beside of many a city vast, whose population which the earth grew over was mortal but not human. See they lie, their monstrous works and uncouth skeletons. Like a tar pit. Like a tar pit. There's nowhere else here that has anything. Let's see what it says. Yeah, that's what I thought.
What now?
Look, I know this ain't my thing, Phelps, but could the hard, black, deep bit be about oil?
Huh. I didn't think about that. Could be about oil. Oil. It's not giving me anything. It's about oil. But there's no other location on it. Nope. That's really weird. It has to be the, it's either Angel's Flight or it's the Intolerance. It can't be anything else. Problem is we're not getting any details. Of any kind. That's really odd. We'll just have to check out the two primary locations that closely fit the anecdote, not the anecdote, the allegory. Because it's not given, none of those locations match up, which means they're probably not going to give us an indicator. We have to go there ourselves.
You know the way. You can drive.
And that's really weird because every one before that will give us an indicator, but none of the locations are being.
We're gonna catch hell for this. Banging up innocent men.
Newspapers will crucify the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty. As long as we catch the guy.
I hope you're right, Cole. We'll be famous if we make this case.
That's really weird. Well, we know it's not here. We can't even get in here. Alright, so we have to get a location on the map that will confirm it for us. Yeah, so we'll just have to play. Let's see which one. Oh, no. Ooh, that was close. It has to be Angel's Flight.
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case.
Can you
that
drive to this
Orleans
one?
Killed near City Hall.
Every single one of them beforehand, but for some reason now we're drawing blanks, and none of these locations elicit a notification. Why is that? And there's no other location on the map. And you can't answer these locations anyway. So I guess we're supposed to be reaching a dead. Oh shit. Well, I found this, I guess. Good for me. That's really odd. If that's the case. Can't go higher up the stairs. What the? Doesn't make any sense. So that's 3 locations that we can confirm. It's really weird.
Of dead destruction, ruin within ruin, ruined skeletons, jammed in the hard, black, deep...
The morgue.
The tar pits, Rusty.
Oh,
all those
so I was
found
right.
there, of course our guy's attracted to it.
What?
Let's hope he got stuck in.
Oh my god. So I would have never even... Man, this game's some bullshit. I would have never... So I was right in the first place. But I had to literally browse these random-ass locations to actually get something to cover that. That's ridiculous, man.
Can you drive to this one?
I literally got that perfectly right. I was like tar pits. And it's like, oh yeah, like tar pits. Oh my god. That was dumb. Man, come on. I was literally right the first time. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I was literally right on the money. That's, man, come on. Alright then.
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Very funny.
Oh. Yeah, alright. Gotta follow the, bridge, I guess. Huh. Actually, how do I reach the eye? This is gonna be an interesting way to... Oh, right. It's right here. It's literally right here.
Whoa! Get a move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking.
Wow, that took literally 2 seconds. Oh my god. 2 seconds.
Get a move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils? Anyway, stakes around, Phelps. Can you see it through the car?
Easy.
How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing. Steady.
Whew. Almost made a critical error.
That's at the forefront of my thinking. Easy.
Yeah, that wasn't a pain in the ass at all. Alright then. Let's look for that clue. Huh. Well, you know, another friggin' excerpt.
One of Teresa Terrelson's shoes.
For the other opening in the Whit
A
Rush.
sphere which is as many thousand spheres. Okay, where to now?
Now we go to that place.
What is it?
I think it was got in the boat.
And another stanza from Apollo.
Oh, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson brought.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run around all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving us.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
Alright, now let's take a look. Says I was right the first time about that. Empty space, music and light, solid as crystal yet through all mass. A sphere which is as many thousand spheres. That's the railway station. Specifically how they detailed that railway station. Union Station, yep. Tile marble room, outdoor garden patios. Let's see real quick. Music and light, let's see, no. One of these two. Nope. Alright, so let's go with the original option that I had in the first place. Huh. Nope again. Alright, so it's clearly not one of those options. Interesting. There's only one location left that we haven't gone to. Oh god, not this again. Okay, so it's another one of those. So let's look at the poem again. And from the opening in the wood. Brushes with loud and rolled in harmony. A sphere. A sphere. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I mean, but it's none of these, so. Which needs to be just like last time. But that might have more to do with it that we haven't really visited a lot of places.
You know the way. You can drive.
So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in a bar.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior.
Uh-huh. Huh. It's like a globe. There honestly isn't much of a point in me even running over here because I have to wait until Cole figures it out. So we'll just pick another location.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Well, no, it's definitely not here.
You know the way. You can drive.
caught her. Isn't he the cop they've been talking about?
Jesus. Didn't think he pushed like that.
Read all about it.
Advice? What do you think?
Bunch of spears. Planets, maybe?
Planetarium.
Got any idea?
A planetarium.
I'm at a loss.
Bunch of spears. Planets, maybe? You got any idea?
This guy's got a screw loose.
Found it. Didn't know these were here. But that makes a lot more sense.
All units, the citizen reports a 211 in progress at 9th and Graham. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Didn't know they, yeah, see, I figured it was either a planetarium or a museum. I just didn't know that was the location that they had on there. That makes a lot more sense.
On it goes. When do you think we'll reach the end of this thing?
The center of the proverbial labyrinth? How long's a piece of string? How many unsolved murders have we got in the city?
How many solved ones?
You ever been in here, Galloway?
No. I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky. I'm gonna wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meetings.
See, this is why I hate labyrinths. But we gotta keep looking. Yep. What do you know?
Once belonging to Celine Axford Henry. Thrones, altars, judgment seats, and prisons. No, it couldn't be.
The police station.
See? That was easy.
I found Celine Henry's ring.
How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job?
Alright, so... yeah, then it's definitely the police station. Or not. Wait a minute. I'll be damned.
I think his name is Phelps.
Police work. Excuse me.
Leave him be.
You can drive.
He's leaving us this trail of evidence. Why?
Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart enough to catch him.
He leaves us evidence, but every location is a trap.
He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy of him.
The Titan guy, who had the stouts with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading some Shelley?
All that egghead stuff? I'm sticking to the funny papers and the forum to sleep at.
There's the throne up there.
Now it's just a matter of getting to it.
Phelps. Climb up to the higher levels over here.
I didn't know he was all the way over there. So just followed him.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
Absolutely ridiculous. I know, I've heard of wear and tear, but that was just stupid as hell. Oh, it's nothing, but I had Randy even get up there so fast. Where is the throne? So we have to go around. Oh. Or we could just do that.
Typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers. The place he calls home. End of the line.
I guess I know where we're going now. Not again.
No, 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 no!
Sorry, this seems reasonable.
Come on! Ah, no!
Hey.
I thought the whole thing was gonna come crashing down on him.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
You find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out. You know the way. You can drive. You can drive.
Reminds me of my days as an altar boy.
There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen. Keep your hands where I can see them, or I'll be forced to redecorate the stucco with your entrails.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm gonna tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, detective?
The temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that. Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house. LAPD, give yourself up.
There's gotta be another way he came in. Where could he possibly be? I'll try one more time. Where the hell? Another entrance in the house. But where? the random pile of dirt. We can't find this guy. Nope. Huh.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
That's how he did it.
You realize this must have been the place, Rusty.
We're going down there.
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, Detective. Why the police force? You're obviously overqualified.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common?
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force. This thing has come to an end. You know that.
Are you acquainted with slaughter? Does it attract you? That was the fear. Understood the power. Are you comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable?
You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever.
Where's the press, Cap? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. This has got to be the case of the year, right? The case of the century when you think about it.
Are you finished?
Yes, Skipper.
Good. Because there won't be any press briefings or commendations.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You got no one. Mason was a ghost.
Can you at least tell us why, Captain?
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of him. The city owes you both, but But there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. A procedural error here, a mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how we have to play it.
That's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you, fellas. No more rooting around in the entrails of corpses. The head of Vice has asked the chief for you. I'm reluctant to see you go to the glory boards of Anne Vice, but my hands are tied. Go home to that lovely wife of yours. Celebrate your promotion.
Huh. I'm actually not surprised by any of this. That's just, wow, all that work. Damn, that's rough. That's rough, man.
Breathe out, kid. You'll go purple. I'm scared, Sarge. Everybody's scared, kid. Anyone who says he isn't is a damn liar.
How many times have you been in combat, Sarge?
I was with Raider Battalion on Peleliu my first time.
Was it bad?
It's always bad.
Will this be bad?
As bad as it gets, kid. But you stick by the Marine next to you, and he will stick by you.
So, some of the guys, they aren't very friendly, Sarge.
They've lost a lot of their friends in the last couple of days, kid. They think if they don't get to know you, that they won't have to grieve for you if you get killed. They're wrong. It doesn't work that way. Don't worry. No Marine in this company will let you down.
That is some shit.
Phelps, welcome to Vice.
This
This is your new
like
partner, Roy Earl. Take a seat. A special request was made to transfer you to Ad Vice. We need a man with your kind of starch on this desk, son. We have 2 dead Negroes found in an apartment this morning on Yucca Street.
Well, shit.
Number 6358, apartment 5.
We got better things to be doing than wasting our time on 2 dead junkies.
Did
Oh,
I
shit.
ask your opinion, detective?
But,
2 men dead on U.S. Army issue morphine. That makes it an Ad Vice case. Beat it!
Yes, sir. You and the lieutenant have some history?
You could say that. We used to be partners. So, you're working with the big boys now, Cole?
I guess so, Roy. I thought homicide was the primo assignment.
That may be the case. I asked for you personally, Phelps. I had to pull a few strings to get you over to Ad Vice. How does it feel?
The lieutenant seems to think I'm doing okay.
Okay. Don't get humble on me, Phelps. You're doing great. You're the department pinup boy. War hero and crime fighter. What a combination.
I can assure you I'm no war hero, detective.
Let's rouse some hopheads.
I guess we're in the big leagues now.
You can drive.
Yeah, I'm not driving this
Real
guy.
happiness is when you
Nice
marry
car,
a girl
Roy.
for love and you
Is it
find
department
out
issue?
later.
No, this is my sled. You can't be seen slumming it in a Nash if you're in Vice, Cole. Meanwhile, we got needle freaks kissing it goodbye all over Central Avenue.
Man, that's some shit. We actually caught the killer, and none of that matters.
You really picked a prize shithole for our first date.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Oh my god.
I've got friends that work at the Examiner.
It's
How
up the
about
stairs,
$5
detectives. Around the corner, last door on the left.
I'm all done. Straight to hell. Your show now.
Brothers. Phelps, I've been reassigned to Advice.
What have we got?
2 stiffs, overdosed, been dead a couple of days.
Government issue morphine. We use the same syrettes in Okinawa.
Fucking Negro junkies can't take supply this pure.
You know these guys?
I know of them. The younger one's a 2-bit horn player by the name of Cornell Tyree. The other one works in distribution. Started using a little too much of his own product when Jack D took exception. He wasn't born that ugly. His name's Lamont. Tyrone Lamont.
So who's supplying the drugs?
That's easy. Whoever knocked off the wharves in San Pedro. Jack Dragna, Mickey Cohen. Dope's been all upside down ever since Jimmy Utley started the long walk at Quentin.
You talk about it like it's a system.
It was a system. But those days are long gone.
We are supposed to uphold the law.
Yeah, and we do. But we can't change people. The truth is, everyone wants a license to get a little dirty now and then. Our job is to keep it manageable.
That's how you see it?
See it any other way, and you better forget about being a vice cop.
Can we get on with this? Today, preferably?
Took his jolt and drifted off. And I suppose his friend wasn't in any condition to notice that he had stopped breathing. Street life have no idea how dangerous this stuff is.
That's popcorn.
These clowns lived on popcorn?
No cooking or preparation. Must have been the easiest fix these two ever had. A bit heavy for an empty cup. They're getting their fix right over the counter in broad daylight.
Another day, another dollar.
Some kind of fruit, a bell, and win. Strange doodle.
Casino, most likely. I mean, they are in LA.
I wonder what's the correlation between love of the needle and love of the music.
I mean, too early out there is our question.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Another special order from the Caesar.
That's how you smuggle it.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
One cigarette is enough to knock you out for combat trauma. 2 of them will stop your heart. They say only the good die young. I hope it was true in your case. Who is JJ? And why do these two care about his taste in music?
Another day, another dollar.
Looks like it was always going to end this way.
Find anything interesting?
We haven't found all the clues yet.
Tyrone Lamont, not even 23 years old.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Small chance in life is probably better than no chance. Another special order from the Caesar.
The Emperor across the street appears to shift a lot of popcorn. Let's shake him down.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Okay. So we're gonna have to look into that. Not gonna lie, this is probably going to be an insignificant clue. This will be a significant clue. So 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. The other one is kind of gonna be shit unless it directly applies. Oh, right. Location.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Right. Let's wrap this up before I actually have to work overtime instead of just claiming for it.
You're a true inspiration to us all, Roy.
Help you?
Detectives Phelps and Durrell, LAPD. We're inquiring into the deaths.
Hand over the popcorn, numbskull, before we kick the door in.
Yep.
Get that son of a bitch.
You shouldn't even be surprised. It makes it easier. This one I have to interrogate. Well, we're gonna have to interrogate him later, but figure he tried to run. It's like literally been the case for every single criminal we encounter. Is he really climbing the pipe right now? Oh, that's... Did he kick me? Oh, you are... never mind. Alright, he actually fucking kicked me.
out, man. They're trying to kill me. You gotta help me out. What the hell going on here? Morgan! That you?
He gave me that lariat.
You picked the wrong cop, you fucking animals.
I'm gonna teach you this.
I don't know the damn controls again. God damn it, sucks. Controls. Oh, wow.
Last warning.
How are we supposed to know you were...
What's your name?
He literally told you.
Half an answer is no answer to me, asshole.
Fleetwood Morgan.
Keep an eye on him, Roy, while I take a look around.
He gave me
Keep
that
very still,
clothesline.
Fleetwood. Don't give me an excuse to shoot you.
Probably nothing.
Morphine. Might not be filling, but I'm sure it's satisfying.
Let me guess. Oh.
These number slips might affect your tone, Fleetwood.
Yep.
Should be stamped on the reverse by the issuer.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't check the whole ticket last time.
Maybe Morgan can give us something on this Jones character.
That should be everything.
About time we heard what Fleetwood here has to say, Cole.
We're inquiring about the deaths of two men in an apartment across the street, Fleetwood. We want answers.
Of course. I'll do my best, mister.
You sold the drugs to Cornell Tyree and Tyrone Lamont.
Oh, I sell fried steaks and black-eyed peas.
Is he really expecting us to not even... Nah, come on.
You're lying, Fleetwood. We know that you supplied them.
I don't know nothing about no drugs. All I do is my 10 hair flipping burgers. Can you prove any different?
Flipping burgers and strapping jolts of morphine to the bottom of popcorn cups, Fleetwood. Now I want the truth. Who supplies the drugs?
Cat by the name of Armstrong Edwards. He brings the stuff around about once a day.
I know Armstrong. He's a two-bound, strictly small time. Who's he working for, Fleetwood?
Jermaine Jones.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
We have you for the hop and resisting arrest. Tell us about the numbers if you want our help.
Look, the numbers are the white man's tax on poor folk. All right, now what else you want to know?
Cut the jive, Fleetwood. You're running your own numbers racket from this food stand.
You got the tickets, but you got nothing else. Now, how you gonna prove that I run a lottery?
Sorry. My mistake.
We have an address on the slips. We're gonna go down there now and rat you out, Fleetwood. Tell whoever it is that you rolled over and gave them up.
No. Look, I've been cooperative, okay? Now, you gotta help me some.
Fleetwood, I'm going to speak personally to the judge on your behalf.
A name, Fleetwood.
Look, he's a real slick dude. Wears a hat and swings a cane. Goes by the name of Merlin, all right? I ain't got a last name.
See you at the station, Fleetwood.
But you're gonna help me, right?
Of course, kid. You helped us out. And we always like to repay a favor. Can you see that Fleetwood gets a nice cell, Wallace? One with a window and a nice fresh pillow.
Alright, just saving. Okay, let's take a look at one last thing before we do whatever else. Alright, and we'll stop here. Lots of progress made today. Awesome. Oh man, that was enjoyable. That was definitely enjoyable. Cool. Alright. Well, till next time.